speaking of DeVante Adams. DeVante Adams and the Las Vegas Raiders are kind of at road's end. There's a fork in the road per se. Take it to the left or take it to the right. There is no more mutual love going down the straight and narrow here. The Raiders have officially told teams in the NFL that they're willing to trade DeVante Adams. The rumor is a second-round pick with some compensation, a.k.a. a player or extra picks. So, guys, buy or sell, does DeVante Adams end up on a new team by the trade deadline of November 5th? Adams has said on many occasions that he loves it in Vegas and he isn't going anywhere. But since this series receiver on Netflix came out and he was caught hot mic'd saying, I'm going to die here, I need out now, the rumors have been flying around that he wants out. The Jets have been rumored, the Saints, other teams have been rumored. He's been healthy all season long. Actually came out week 2 and looked much like old DeVante. But Thursday of week 4, all of a sudden he had a hamstring injury. All of a sudden he won't be playing that particular game. Later on, a Sports Illustrated writer come out and said it wouldn't shock him if DeVante Adams has played his last snap in Las Vegas. AP liked the tweet. DeVante Adams does not have a no-trade clause. I spoke on that yesterday, and I thought he had a no-trade clause, but no, he can get traded anywhere. So the Raiders could technically send him somewhere to rot. They could send him to the Patriots to rot. They could send him to the Panthers to rot. They could send him to, I don't know, Jaguars to rot. They could send him places to rot. The only leverage that DeVante Adams has is he is still owed $13.4 million this season. It will drop around $1 million each week as the season progresses. So in theory, teams will need about $13 million in cap space to sign DeVante Adams. As we spoke on it, salary cap is just fake money. Just fake money. So guys, buy or sell, is DeVante Adams played his last snap in Vegas? Guys, this is a buy. Is this even a question at this point? This is a buy. This is 100% buy. If you believe otherwise, you need to wake up and realize we are the gosh darn NFL, boys. I tried to do my best Major League impression there, but it definitely failed. But NFL players ultimately get what they want, right? If they want out, they're going to get out. If they want to get paid, they're going to get paid. Brandon Ayuk wanted out or wanted to get paid. What happened? He got paid. Terrell Owens for the Eagles. He wanted out or he wanted to get paid. What happened? Dallas Cowboys. Odell Beckham Jr. wanted out. Got shipped off to L.A. Right? So this is clearly a buy. DeVante Adams is done in Las Vegas. But I'm more worried about the domino effect of what happens, right? Do the Raiders ultimately get better, become a better chemistry team, just become this great team element, right? Does AP start to coach his ass off and win Coach of the Year? Or does DeVante leave, and then Hunter Renfrow wants to leave, and then Max Crosby wants to leave? Is it a domino effect? That's the real question. Is it a domino effect once he leaves? But I think I'm 100% buying this. I think this is his last snap in Vegas. Week 3 was his last game as a Las Vegas Raider. He is going to go somewhere. Whether it's the Chiefs, whether it's the Saints, whether it's the Jets, he is going somewhere. So what do you guys think? Buy or sell? Has DeVante Adams played his last snap with the Raiders this season? Actually, just in general. Kevin says buy. Kevin says buy. He also says Adams and the Raiders organization are on the same page. They're on the same page. Let me get out of here. Let me win. Y'all get a second, potentially first round draft pick. You're not winning anything this season. Maybe next season. Maybe next season. Laura says the Jets are getting beat on Sunday. Da, 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 da. And Derek says, what if the Dolphins get Joe Flacco and Adams? I don't think the Colts are going to let Joe Flacco go. He is too valuable as a backup for them. We don't know what Anthony Richardson's day in and day out, week to week is like. But if the Miami Dolphins get DeVante Adams, who do you let go? There's only one ball to go around. The difference between the receiver sets in Miami right now is they use their speed to get open, and DeVante Adams uses expert route running to get open. That's a clash of two styles, and I don't know if DeVante would thrive in Miami in that kind of system. And you already have Tyreek Hill, you have Jalen Waddle, you have OBJ. Then you add DeVante Adams. I don't see it as productive. Cool. It would make sense in Madden, right? But in real life, no, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Plain Shark says, I believe that Adams will be a Jet, and that's what everything's pointing to. He wants to go to a system that he knows. He knows Aaron Rodgers very, very well. He also knows Derek Carr very well. They're best friends at Fresno State, right? It is what it is. James says, when a GOAT asks to be traded, when they have a contract, they're going to be traded. Facts. Laura is definitely buy on this. Buy. James says buy. Derek says buy. And Laura also says the Vegas Raiders need a rebuild. That's the problem in Vegas is they've been in rebuilding for the last 10 years, right? Actually, let's flash back to when they had Chucky back as their coach. Me as a Chiefs fan, I was starting to get worried. I thought Chucky had that team going in the right direction. They were winning a lot of games. They had grit. They had discipline. They had good chemistry. But the NFL's like, nope. Sorry, Raiders, you are never going to be good in the NFL. Here's some leaked emails that somebody leaked. What the Raiders need to do is definitely need to clean house. They need to get compensation from Max. They need to get compensation from DeVante Adams. They need to get compensation from any other aging player that could potentially be something that could get you some draft picks. And 100% rebuild. Laura, you are correct. You are correct. Kevin says, regardless of what happens, I don't see Crosby wanting out of Las Vegas. Now, Kevin, as I do agree with you, Max Crosby has a huge Raider tattoo. I think it's on his bicep, if I'm not mistaken. Very, very plainly obvious that he is Raider, right? He loves him some Raiders. However, at the end of the day, business is business. At the end of the day, I might love my dog. Birdie is being a great girl over there laying down, farting, stinking up the room. She might be a perfect dog, but she getting a little long in the tooth. She can no longer go find me some birds. She can no longer go retrieve those birds. She can no longer eat some solid food. I got to mash it up, get all soft for her. Then it's time to get a new puppy. I love you, birdie girl. I love you. But business is business. We're in the business of hunting some birds. I need you to go get those birds. I need you to let me shoot them, boom, and you go get them. Now, Max Crosby, I don't love you, or I don't hate you, but we're in the business of winning some football games. And right now, you are more value to me on a different team. Give me a first-round pick and a second-round pick for Max and let me build the team in. Business is business. Business with the business. Hill to the Colts, not going to happen. Sorry, Derek. Kevin says Adams and Carr were roommates in college. They were. Derek says Adams doesn't block the scheme calls for easy to replace an offensive coordinator, the receiver. I don't know. Kevin says the Raiders need to rebrand from the floor up. Change the name, change everything. Bad juju, but the NFL wouldn't be the NFL if the Raiders weren't in it. So when you think of the NFL, Kevin, I think you are correct. When you think of the NFL, you think of pretty much five teams. Let's just be honest. The Cowboys, the Patriots, probably the Chicago Bears, Green Bay Packers, and then the Raiders. If you put up the Raiders logo on anybody in the world, they can probably tell you, yeah, NFL football. 100%. So yeah, 100%. That is why they're so adamant of then letting them move from Oakland. But James says sends Crosby to Cleveland to play opposite of Myles Garrett. If they go into rebuild, he can get a dog tattoo. I don't even want to think about that.